Hello and welcome to our virtual time clock training series. In this video, we will be covering the interface options available for the time clock. Interfaces determine how the time clock will be displayed for your employees. So before we turn on administration mode, let's take a quick look at the default time clock interface called the in and out board. As you can see, this interface displays a list of employee names with their current status and time. So an employee can go to the time clock, click on their name, select an action, put in a password to punch in or out. I can also do a right click and view my time card. So let's go ahead and take a look at the other interface options. So go to File, turn administration on, enter your password. And we're going to go to the Configure menu, and interfaces are in the Display Groups section. So I'm going to click Display Groups. And then over here on the right side of the screen under Settings, you're going to see Interface and then a drop-down menu. So we've been looking at the in and out board. You can also click the Options button here, and you'll see a whole bunch of settings here that allow you to turn off certain columns of the in and out board. You can change the right and left mouse click functions. You can really customize it to meet your needs here. The other options available for the interface are going to be passcode, PIN, and if you're using the network edition, you'll also have the individual interface. And to help us review these options real quickly, I created 3 new groups here and gave them each a different interface. So we're going to close this window and we're going to turn off administration mode, and we're going to take a look at these real quick. So I'm going to go to the passcode interface first. So as you can see, the passcode interface hides the list of employees and instead allows employees to put in a unique password to access the time clock. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And now you're just going to see the employee will just see their own name with their easy start and stop buttons. I can go here to view my time card. Once I select an action, you're going to see that the time clock is going to close this session and wait for the next worker to clock in. So that's real handy. Let's go ahead and take a look at the PIN interface next. So as you can see, the PIN interface is very similar to the passcode, but instead it displays a touch-friendly number pad here, and it does require that users have a numeric PIN to use the time clock. And many companies like this because it has a familiar look and feel of a time clock. So again, I just put in my numeric PIN, and I can get back in. Works the same way. After I select an action, it'll close this session and wait for the next employee. In any of these first 3 interfaces, you can actually put in a full screen kiosk mode by clicking the menu here and choosing Enter Kiosk Mode. That's going to put the time clock in full screen and keep employees from using other computer programs or browsing the internet, all that kind of thing. So if you're a Network Edition user, we're going to look at the last display group interface here. And I'm going to go to Individual. So how this works is at an individual workstation, I can select who's working there. And now anytime the time clock is open on this computer, it's just going to be a personalized time clock for Matt in this case. So nobody else can be punching in and out. It's just going to be Matt. He can start, stop. If you close and reopen, it'll always be Matt's name. So that was a quick look at the interfaces and virtual time clock. To learn about other display group settings, see our online knowledge base. If you have any additional questions about virtual time clock, please visit our website to give us a call or send an email to service@redcourt.com.